just having that tribe is so, so crucial. And I'm curious, like, have you had that before? How did you kind of fill that gap or that void in all of it beforehand, before this stuff?
Two primary ways. Number one, like I mentioned, I've had really wonderful long-term clients that I've extended, even if I'm just doing like consulting. They've hired a content lead and I'm doing like just some consulting, coaching, ongoing work. And I've developed really close friendships. I'm actually really good friends with my former client who left the company. And now, we're both moms of three. We had kids, our third kid around the same time. So we do Zoom calls, we Slack each other all the time. So that kind of filled the gap. Like, yes, you were my client, but you were also a friend. So we could really talk about real things, which was really great. And that's happened with a couple of my clients that I've worked with for like 1.5 to 2 years. So that was one way that I got that interaction, the same feel that you would if you were in-house. It's a client relationship. Mm-hmm. But you can be friends with your clients. If you make their life easier and you're there for them, you can actually become friends. It's something that I would have never thought when I was younger, when I was freelancing. I was like, oh, my client is like some mystery robot. I have to be stiff and performative. Like, no, you don't. You can just be yourself and it'll be better. Number two, I did have a few friends that I was in kind of like this mastermind group with, and we would meet once a month, share problems, advice, tips. And it was really great. And we were talking about potentially doing like an in-person meetup. We got busy. I was going on maternity leave. The group just kind of dissolved. So that was too bad because that was a nice group of just women. It was great. So now I'm happy that I have this new solopreneur community, especially now I don't have like my neighbor who I could just pop out and take walks with during the day.
I feel you feel you there. Like, I'm in the same boat with not a ton of friends around because I'm working a lot.
Yeah.
And having that connection is 100% crucial. So talk to me about how you created House of Bold. Where along this whole journey did you go from, okay, I'm out on my own, I'm doing this thing, thought leadership is the thing I want to be known for, House of Bold comes into existence. How many iterations did you get through before you kind of realized thought leadership's where I'm going to plant my flag and House of Bold is kind of the core of this, what this business is going to be?
So I really felt like I wanted to tie myself to thought leadership because I didn't want to tie myself to SEO. And I think a lot of times when marketing leaders are looking to hire, they have specific needs and they might either want, programmatic SEO, like large quantities of content. I've had people reach out to me, hey, are you available to write like 50 blog posts in the next month? And I'm like, no, that's not me. So I really wanted to push those people away. So I just didn't even entertain those requests. Like, I wanted people to know, like, that's not what I do. Now, it's not to say I am anti-SEO. I'm definitely not. It's not to say that the strategies I build cannot incorporate SEO, because they definitely can and do, depending on that client's specific needs. But I'm not SEO centric. That's not like the center of my strategy. I'm not that kind of person who says content strategy when what I really am talking about is an SEO or keyword strategy. So when I first started content marketing, I was like old school agency leader, all about SEO. So I did enjoy that for a period. And I think I went through like that natural evolution for a lot of us who were like, okay, nailed it, cool. Like, what else can I do? And in my last full-time role, we did SEO. We had an SEO agency come on. So they were helping us with keyword selection and briefs, so that we could be more focused on the thought leadership side. And we were doing really cool stuff, like doing a lot of proprietary research and putting out a lot of original insights. We built an interactive learning center with a lot of courses. We made our blogs interactive. We have certifications. Our CEO put out a book. So we were doing a lot of thought leadership, plus events, virtual events, live events, webinars, documentaries that did not involve keyword research. And it was awesome. And I loved it. And I saw how impactful it was for certain types of companies. And I wanted to keep doing that. So that's kind of why I decided to just be kind of known for thought leadership, to attract the right clients so that I could do the work that brings me joy.
It seems like it just clicked into place. Did it just unfold for you in that way?
Yeah. I just got kind of tired of the formulaic constraints of SEO. Years back, as I was still writing some content that was designed to rank for keywords, I didn't want to do the traditional, okay, so my keyword tool says I have to say, what is a email, platform?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to answer that if somebody is searching for a keyword that shows they already freaking know what this is, right? So I want to not take bad advice, and instead I want to do things different. So I really started thinking about how I could tell more data stories inside SEO content or content design to rank for a keyword. And that's part of what I teach people to do, because I feel like, you can't control whether or not your content's going to rank. You can have a good idea if it might, but you honestly have no control. So at the end of the day, the most important thing is to have a good story on that page, because you can always deliver it to your ideal audience in other ways. There's other ways to deliver that content, even if it's not served up in the search engine. So the story is the most important piece.